Hello friends and welcome back to another tutorial. This is the sixth tutorial of Tkinter module, and in this video I am going to show you that how you can use radio buttons in your window. So let's get started. Firstly you have to import Tkinter. So you will write from Tkinter import star and root equals to tk with empty parentheses. You have to write root dot main loop. And now you have to write radio buttons with capital R, and in the empty parentheses you have to define its properties like text is equals to num01 and its variable is RB. And now I will set its value to, let's say, 1. And now let's pack this radio button in our window. But before packing that, you have to make a variable that you have named in the radio button property. So RB is equals to int var with empty parentheses. Now I will make another radio button, so I will copy the exact line and paste it below. But in this line I will change its value and its text. Let's change the font to 30 so that it will be prominent. Font equals Calibri, comma, let's say 20. I will write the same here. Now if I run the code, you guys can see here two radio buttons have appeared in my window. If I click num01, num01 is selected, and if I click the other one, the next one is selected. But these are not functioning properly. So let's add function in these radio buttons. If I type rb.set and in the empty parentheses I have to write a value 1 or 2. So if I write 1, you guys can see that previously or priorly number 1 is selected. Why is that so? As I have set the value of number 1 button 1. So down here I will make a label. So I will write my label equals label, and in the empty parentheses I will write text equals to rb dot get. So whatever the value of rb will be, that will be the text of our label. And font equals, let's say, Calibri, and size would be, let's say, 30. Now let's pack this label in our window and let's see what happens. So if I run the code, you guys can see here the value of label is 0 as none of the radio button is selected. But if I write rb.set and in the empty parentheses I write 1 and now run the code, it should say 1, and you guys can see it is saying 1. That means our program is working perfectly. So to make it more complex, let's move ahead. What I will do now is I will create a function. So you have to type def click and in the empty parentheses you have to name the parameter value. Down here you have to write my label, or you have to copy this line and paste it as it is here, and you have to change the text of my label. So from rb.get you have to write value. Let's pack this label in the next line and remove the slash. Now you have to create a button. I will name it capital B. So capital B equals button, and in the empty parentheses text equals click, and font equals Calibri, and its size would be 30. Now you have to add the command in our button. So command equals lambda colon click and in the empty parentheses rb.get. Now let's pack it in our window. Let's change the text from rb.get to value and let's run the code now. So you guys can see here that num01 is selected and the value of label is changing as I change the radio button. So you guys can make it more complex as you want, like using if statements and whatever you want. So that's it for today guys. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again in the next video.